Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. In this video tutorial, I will present about the Fundamental of Information Security CITP 3312 video orientation. Okay, this one is section K2. KV1 actually, KV1, right? It runs from October 23rd, which is on Monday, through 12/08/2023, okay? So let me see the date here, December 8th, right? Which is Friday, okay? So this class lasts about 7 weeks. Okay. The meeting time is online. Okay. Let me read the course description. The course description. This course synthesizes technical material covered in prior courses to monitor, audit, analyze, and revise computer and network security system to ensure appropriate levels of protection are in place. The prerequisite is ITN W2421 and program chair approval. Okay, so CITP 3312. We are going to follow the certified ethical hacking curriculums. Okay, my name is Robert Ho, and my email address is shusin2@southtexascollege.edu, and my phone number is my office is in Building M, 149 Pecan Campus, and my office phone number is 872-2194. You can leave me a message in case I'm unable to answer your calls. My office hours is Tuesday and Thursday from 8:30 to 11:30 a.m. in Building M and through Discord application. Right? I think many of you have used Discord before. In case, let me show it to you. In case you never used Discord, I have a Discord program here on my desktop. So here is how the Discord system works, right? We have instructor and we have lab assistants, right? We have 3 lab assistants here. So if I usually keep it online, or sometimes I keep it idle also, depending on the things. Although I'm idle, you can still leave me a message and I will respond to your message as soon as possible, right? The instruction how to set up Discord is in the week 1, I believe. Let me see. No, I think require sources, right? Let me see if I can post it. Okay, I will post it in here, okay, after I finish making the recording, okay? All right. So, Tuesday and Thursday, and also Monday and Wednesday from 11:45 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. in Building M, Pecan Campus, and or Discord applications. Course learning outcome, right? We have 3 course learning outcome: scan, test, and exploit organizational network and system using ethical hacking methodologies such as planning, reconnaissance, scanning, enumeration, and vulnerability analysis. Demonstrate the second one, demonstrate the ability to perform and exploit system attack by performing system hacking, malware attack, sniffing, and social engineering. And the third one is analyze organization network security weaknesses by performing and exploiting denial service and session hijacking. So we have 3 course learning outcome. Actually, we have 3 competency as well. This is competency 1, competency 2, and competency 3. Okay. Before I forget, let me send you email through here. I like to send you guys all email, right? Let me send email I'm gonna send email to all students. If you want to send email, you can choose my name here, right? I'm gonna ask you to please send me the contact info in case an instructor would like to speak to student. So also update your information in the JACnet system, because normally this is our first point of contact in case we want to speak to student. Okay, I'm gonna send, right? Please send me the contact info. Okay, this is the first thing that we need to do. All right, so let's go back to here. Let's go back to here, and then I'm gonna continue the next section here. Course requirement, right? So since this is a CBE course, right, competency-based education, I would like to explain to you how it works and how the course is structured. Okay, the course layout, right? This course is offered in a competency-based format, allowing students to demonstrate competency through mastery assessment called post-test. Students must score at least 80% on each post-test in order to proceed to the next competency unit in the course. So we have competency 1, 2, and 3. Students need to complete this in the chronological order. Okay. All right. So as you can see here, students must score at least 80% on its post-test. Okay. The structure, right? The course structure is set up with competency module containing 3 module folder. Each module is identified with a number and general topic, right? Further, each module identify the module learning objective and corresponding competency, which is C, right? As you can see here, we have 3 competency, right? Competency 1, 2, and 3, okay? You can check your grades throughout the course by selecting My Grades link document, right? The pretest, right? Folder contain pretest information and the actual pretest. Learner will take pretest before beginning any module. The pretest is raw measurement of a learner knowledge of module learning objective and applicable competency prior to any action and learning. Basically, the pretest allows the learner assess his or her knowledge of the subject matter listed. It is highly encouraged to refrain from researching any topic related to the question prior to during assessment. After taking the pretest, feedback will be given. Feedback will determine time and effort intensity when approaching module content, right? Pretest grade do not affect the course grade. Okay, so the one that is actually count is the post-test. But this doesn't mean that students should just answer without learning the material. So the pretest basically is like a pre-assessment, you can say that, pre-assessment. So we need to assess the student knowledge first, and then from the result of the pre-assessment, you need to learn the material, which section that you need to learn the material more in details. Then after you guys already take the post-test. So in competency 1, for example, we have a pre-test and the post-test, right? So this is the pre-test and the post-test. I would suggest, right, although it says that students need to take pre-test first, I would suggest that students review this. Lesson 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Briefly scan it, right? You don't need to study in detail. Briefly review the material. That way, student will know what are being tested in the competency 1, right? So this is your competency 1 material, right? Consists of the lesson plan, and also you have the pre-test and the post-test. So I would suggest you review this first, the lesson, and then take the post-test, however you like. Earlier, we mentioned that you take pre-test first, which is fine with me. So either one is okay. So the key is, after you do pre-test, you need to review this material, right? Do not skip right away to post-test. So after you finish the pre-test, review this material. This may take some time, okay? Lesson 1, 2, 3, and 4. After you get familiar and understand the material well and thoroughly, then you can take the post-test. Okay? My timeline, okay, since this is a competency-based education, student can finish the course according to his or her schedule, right? Let me skip this to the bottom section, right? Here is my suggestion, right? Competency 1, we spend about 3 weeks, right? If depending on the student background and familiarity with the subject, you can finish it early if you like. But since this is a 7 weeks CBE course, if I would have to divide the time, right, this is what I would do. The first competency, we will spend about 3 weeks, right? So my target is at the end of the 3rd week, you should finish at least 1 competency, okay? So the first competency need to finish by the end of week number 3, right? Once you finish week number 3, then you can move on to the week competency number 2, right? Which is lesson 5 and 6. The timeline is week 5, 4, and 5. So my target line is by the end of week 5, students should complete it week competency number 2. Okay, and the last one, the last competency, student will complete at the end week 7. That way, student can be completed the CBE course in a timely manner, right? Again, this is just a tentative guideline or tentative schedules, right? And guideline for you how you approach, how students should approach this class, this type of modality of CBE, competency-based education, right? However, if student can finish it earlier, that's fine to me, okay? That's even better, right? But I provide you this info, that way you can schedule yourself and manage your time well, okay? Okay, let's coming back to, where are we here, right? Here. Where are we? Here, right? The pre-test, right? So the pre-test grade do not affect the course grade. So whatever grade you have on the pre-test will not affect the final course grade, okay? Because only the post-test that will be graded, and student need to score at least 80% or higher for each of the competency post-test. All right, so here we have a post-test, right? The post-test will assess learner knowledge, the module learning outcomes, and ultimately the applicable course competency. A score of 80 points or higher in each competency will be required, right? The final post-test, we require learner to schedule online meeting with the instructor using Blackboard Collaborate. During this meeting, the learner will present their work through desktop sharing, answer questions posed by the instructor, and perform certain tasks related to the course, right? Learners will need the Google Chrome browser, webcam, Microsoft for this presentation, and further details will be provided, right? Further details will be provided within Blackboard. So I will make some announcement regarding this one, okay? The final post-test. Further detail will be provided within the Blackboard, okay? Grading criteria, okay? So learner must score 80% on each post-test in order to successfully complete the course. Post-test may be taken 3 times, right? At the end of the course, if learner is unable to pass any post-test with 80% or higher after 3 attempts, then student will receive an F and must retake the course. I would suggest that student may need to take the traditional course, right? The the online course, which is the 16-week course, because competency-based education has a timeline, right? The timeline is 7 weeks. Maybe it's too short to you. So depending on how is your time works, so I would suggest that when student register for this class, you have the time and commitment on regular basis to review and study the materials, right? The final letter grade is either A or B, right? Will consist of the average of all post-tests as long as each post-test has scored 80 or higher. Otherwise, if the score of any post-test is lower than 80, then learner will earn automatically F. If you have any questions about the syllabus, please ask the instructor by sending email in the first few days of class. That way we can clear it up, any housekeeping tasks, right? All the rules, schedules, and related to the syllabus or to the course, right? This is the point accumulation, right? As you can see, this is what student must achieve, okay? This is the grading scale, A, B, and F, right? 80%, if the student get below 80%, that means they get an F, right? Textbooks, right? We are going to use this one, okay? Certified Ethical Hacking, the 3rd edition by Omar Santos, Nick Garner, and William Bow Rodwell, right? Online certificate, online book CEH, this is optional. Student also can use this. For study guide, CEH Certified Ethical Hacking All-in-One Exam Guide, right? 4th edition. These resources are available at no cost to you using STC Library O'Reilly Safari database. Okay, so I'm gonna click here and O'Reilly. Okay, here we have this one, Certified Ethical Hacking course. Okay, complete video by Omar Santos and Nick Garner, the 3rd edition. And this one, I think I'm going to use this one, right? CEH version 12 study guide instead of this. So let me revise this one first. Let me revise this. That way you don't get confused. I'm going to view and edit, right? So we will use this for your study guide. Here we go. It's called CEH study guide. Okay. Study guide, right? Study guide with 750 practice test questions, right? This is by Rick Measures, right? By Rick Measure. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna save this. Okay. Again, let me show it to you. You need to use STC account in order to log in to this O'Reilly website, right? This is ethical hacking, and this is the study guide. Okay. So I'm gonna move this. Okay. So that is as far as the textbooks, right? Let me view. Let me put this in the view. All right, let me scroll it down. Okay, it's almost a minute to the 20. I think I'm gonna continue in the next video here, because I usually limit my video orientation to to 20 minutes. Okay, see you in the next video.